Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we will present an article review number 1 and the title is a study on next generation digital library using context awareness technology. This article review is presented for Madam Nur Adlina Zulkifli, our beloved lecturer, and presented by myself, Al-Sisib, and my partner, Siti Suhaida Marhat. Presentation highlights. Key points we'll be discussing: the introduction, purpose, research methodology, result, discussion and implication, future research and conclusion. For introduction, context awareness technology is required for context awareness technology to be used in the next generation digital library are proposed, as well as context-aware service that can be used in any circumstances. Context-aware computing is an element of ubiquitous computing and hence a required technical aspect for establishing a ubiquitous service environment. Context-aware computing is also intended to identify and recognize a specific user's specific circumstances in order to better provide the necessary information, understanding, and content service associated with the user task, and then interpret information requirement and quickly express the processing result through the preferred device. Purpose. The aim of this research is to look into the ideas of context, context awareness, and context sensitivity. Context awareness technology is required for context awareness technology to be used in the next generation digital library are proposed, as well as context-aware service that can be used in any circumstances. The article also examined both theoretical research and case study before proposing a service model for context awareness-based library, which included a true examination of context, context awareness, and context awareness technology. The research methodology. The data is collected via communicating with devices that have previously recorded information about the user and the surrounding, or by collecting data directly through the use of sensors. Contextual information about user can be gathered through user modeling or direct input from the user. The acquired data is analyzed in a logical structure during the analysis step. The system uses data from various sensors to determine the overall status of the target information in this stage and then store the data to give intelligent service based on the evaluated result. The data is collected via communicating and devices that have previously recorded information about the user and surrounding, or by collecting data directly through the use of sensors. Contextual information about user can be gathered through using several modeling or direct input from the user. The action step detects the behavior that user desire by analyzing the context and stage of the target environment, resulting in the user appropriate conduct. In this approach, context-aware service tailored to the user requirement can be wisely implemented. For result, safety service, convenience service, comfort service, recreational service, health service, information service, and social service have all been characterized as context service according to the past research. The context-aware service are examined in future in study. In particular, they have 5 examples of the application are discussed by separating applicable context awareness technology. And the first one is apply context awareness access service. To access service in the context-aware library will work in one of 2 ways, which are the intelligent space in a new or current user. Whenever the existing user has entered the library, the system will be able to recognize them by the RFID card and provide them with information about new books based on their preference and determined by analyzing all record and history with the user, including what information they have accessed previously. Number 2, based on or according to user access. Depending on the user access, user can control the space. When not in use, the space will be vacant and devoid an ambient influence like lighting. When a person enters a place, however, it will immediately respond to their presence by turning on lights, turning on accessible equipment. Number three, apply context awareness lobby. Through location detecting sensor, user detecting sensor, RFID tag, RFID reader, infrared sensor, light sensor, and other technology, the context aware lobby will deliver information and route user to the chosen space or resources. Number four, apply next awareness reference service. The system will use location recognition sensor to collect data about the user movement, location, and time spent at a specific location in order to provide optimal reference service for user. And number five, apply context awareness safety service. Location-aware sensor that can detect the user location, behavior, and activity provide safety service. Location-aware sensor can assist the user in handling harmful condition. That's all. So my partner, Siti Suhaida, will present about discussing and implication, future research, and also the conclusion. Thank you.
Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Siti Suhaida binti Marhat. I will continue on the discussion and implication. Next, further research, and the last one is conclusion of this study. Now we go to the discussion and implication of this study. The study used the literature and case studies to see if there are any examples of contact-aware-based library system being used domestically or abroad. Contact-aware technology has already been discovered to be widely used in a variety of disciplines. According to Ayatollah et al. 2003, the smart library, which has been experimentally deployed to provide location-aware mobile library services, is an example of context-aware technology in information services. In comparison to traditional shelf classification, user evaluations of Smart Library in the University of Oulu's main library revealed that Smart Library made it easier for library users to find books. Other than that, Smart Library's contact awareness services have limitations in that they primarily focus on making the mobile library's existing functionalities more convenient. As a result, it may be argued that there hasn't been much study or case studies on contact-aware libraries around the world. Evaluate and analyze the situation and system built in other fields to identify potential library services that can be given if contact awareness services are developed. User entering the library might be recognized by contact-aware technology, which would deliver ideal services adapted to each situation for both new and old users. One thing that we can find by sensing the user's behavior, movement path, and temperature, the contact-aware library might also distinguish persons in need of emergency assistance. Through contact-aware technology, comfort or climate control services could provide the user with control of temperature, humidity, illumination, and other environmental variables to meet the situation of users, book, and instruments. Now we look at further research in this study. There are few real-world examples of libraries using contact-aware technology. The technology required to build these types of libraries, on the other hand, have already been established. Many systems using contact-aware technologies have already been created in non-library fields, according to the study. By incorporating these technologies into the library will be able to provide the greatest service for its patrons by monitoring and directing them. Moreover, House 2006 claimed that The information users seek is heavily dependent on the context of semantic retrieval, user annotation, and domain ontology-based information delivery. Besides that, the article implies some expectation in advance on the resources and information desired by the user based on the user situation, as well as providing context-aware library services that the user desires. More research is needed on applying context-aware technology according to investigate result of the study. Therefore, research should be conducted in the future to determine how context-aware technology may be used in libraries and how satisfied users are with it. These studies should guide the library's evaluation. Context awareness services given by Smart Library have limits in that they solely focus on making the existing functionalities of the mobile library more comfortable. Various studies must still be conducted, including determining which context awareness services can be applied to the library setting, investigating a variety of contextual instances that occur with libraries, developing context-aware-based libraries, and assessing their performance. The conclusion from the study is first, safety services, convenience services, services, recreational services, health services, information services, and social services have all been characterized as context-aware services according to PART research. Second, the context-aware services are examined in further depth in this study, and particular examples of their application are discussed by separating applicable context-aware technologies. In order to bring this library concept to life, a wide range of technologies and sensors, as well as a contextual information database, are required. Besides, this study used the literature and case studies to see if there are any example of context-aware-based library system being used domestically or abroad, and context-aware technology has already been discovered to be widely used in a variety of disciplines. So that's all from us about the studies. Thank you so much.